Good afternoon, YouTube. Who's Your Piper here, aka Mark. I'm a lunch hour, just finished lunch, and want to do a quick first impression. Of course, there we go. Got my trusty sidekick, Country Gentleman from Missouri Meerschaum. Some Molto Dolce. So I just wrapped up that pipe. Just finished. Molto Dolce, rich and creamy texture of vanilla, caramel, and honey. I just popped that tin this morning. It's the second bowl that I've had in this pipe. Had one on my way into work, and then had one here during the lunch hour. See if I can show you this tobacco without spilling it across my dashboard. This tobacco, when you pop the tin, it's a pretty sweet tin note. It's you can smell the vanilla in it. In both the tin note and in the flavor, I did not taste the caramel. It's a very mild tobacco, as you would expect. And this one I've heard just raved about. Seems like everybody enjoys this, except for motorcycles, tobacco, and alcohol. I think he said it was only okay. And on that spectrum of I love it over here to can't stand it, I'm probably just to the right of motorcycle, tobacco, and alcohol, if that's indeed who did that impression. And I think it was because he was outside, if I recall the video correctly, and he talked about his wife coming out and smelling the room note outside, I guess, and saying that it smelled good. As I smoked this, it lit well, but I will tell you, let me go back to even packing the pipe. This tobacco, and I know you probably aren't gonna be able to pick it up on here, but this tobacco is, at least in this tin, is heavily topped with something, and it gives the appearance of being moist, but your fingers get almost greasy when you're packing the pipe, and it sticks with you. It's not quite sticky, but it's not something that I particularly enjoyed, and that may just be me and the way I don't like having my hands all nasty. I had that with another tobacco. I can't remember which one it was now, but after I packed the pipe, I felt like I had to go wash my hands. So when I do my char light, you get a lot of sizzle, and I'm thinking that's probably from the topping on the tobacco. And your initial flavor is a very sweet, not overwhelming, not a fake or artificial flavoring, but I've got the vanilla was pretty strong, and I did catch some of the honey, but I didn't catch any of the caramel in my own first couple bowls here. Smokes pretty nicely. You're not gonna be able to see that either, but it's kind of a dark gray, almost black ash, and it does a pretty good job of burning completely down if you smoke it properly. The first bowl I had on my way into work today, I was actually chooching it pretty good, and the pipe got pretty hot, but it didn't leave any dottle in the bottom of the pipe. It didn't. I wasn't getting a lot of excess moisture through the pipe, which surprised me because I thought with that topping and the way that the tobacco presented itself, I thought I would. But today at lunch, I took my time. I actually had to do some driving today, and so I lit it up and just took my time sipping on it and going from place to place, and had a couple relights because I had to get out and talk to people. And but it always relit well. The flavor was fairly consistent. So I got the vanilla and the honey, the vanilla being the primary, the honey being a secondary flavor, and then I was getting almost like a nutty, a really slight nutty flavor. And like I said in one of my videos just recently, I'm very new to this and I'm still trying to detect the nuances of the tobacco. I bought a couple tins of this from my local tobacconist, the brick and mortar. I went in just to kind of throw some business his way. Really disappointed in his pipe tobacco selection. He's just got Sutliff in the tins. He had some Drew Estate. I bought all of his meat pie, and he's just down to one, something on the Hudson or something like that, blend from Drew Estates. And then he's got some bulk blends that are just, it's lane 1Q and stuff like that. But so I bought a couple of these thinking, this is going to be something I would really enjoy because I enjoy aromatics. And this is why I'm pretty close to a motorcycle tobacco and alcohol, his impression. I don't think I'm going to keep that second tin. I'll probably gift it away. Not because I don't like it, it's just something that, it's an aromatic that I will smoke through this tin. I tend to smoke aromatics in my car, so my family doesn't get upset. But it's just not worth me. I just don't think it's a tobacco I really am excited about. But it smokes good, smokes flavorfully, if that's a word, and you get exactly what's on the tin. I suppose somebody with a more refined palate can probably taste that caramel. I cannot. So, and I haven't tried it in a briar, so you know what, I'm going to give it a fair shake, and I'll try it in a briar as well. But today's Tuesday, so I'm smoking the old Cobbs. Cobb Tuesday. It's a beautiful day here in Indiana. Beautiful. Got some clouds in the sky, but man, the sun is out, and they're saying it might even get up to 86 degrees. I'm like, yes, finally. Love this weather. So let's see what else. Nick hit, no Nick hit that I can detect really. Very mild tobacco, and I think I'm fairly sensitive to that. I don't know. Some tobaccos really hit me harder than others. This one I didn't even detect anything. So, but you know what? For what I am using it for, going back and forth to work and during a lunch hour, it'll do the job. I had been working through my Cult Blood Red Moon, and I really enjoy that tobacco, but I set it aside so that I can get going on this one, and I think I'm going to go back to the Cult aromatic here probably at the end of the week. That being said, if you watch my videos on the aged tobacco, I've got another shipment coming, and I'm really looking forward to that. I want to get into some of those tins, but I know when they're gone, so I don't know. You can't hold that stuff forever, and I'm all about living, in the moment, seize the day, and smoke what you got. So I've got, for me, I'm getting a fairly decent cellar built up, and I want to enjoy some of these things while I can. So anyways, that is my first impressions of Molto Dolce from Sutliff. Check it out, www.sutliff-tobacco.com. It's a 1.5 ounce tin, just like their other tobaccos. Kind of a classic tin art. I like these tins only from the aspect of I like the lid on them, but if you don't smoke them right away, your tobacco will tend to dry out, and I like using them for other things. I'll use them out in the garage or whatever. So that's it. Till next time, who's your piper?